Right now we've got Hypnotist Marc Savard in the studio.
That is me.
How you doing, Marc?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, no sweat, dude. As soon as I heard we could have a hypnotist in, I'm thinking, okay, what can we do? Our new intern, Big Peter.
Yeah.
Turn him into Big Bird.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Big Peter. How you doing? Isn't he something?
He is.
He is.
I'm not sure something.
Big Peter wants a job in broadcasting, and lo and behold, they stuck him with us. I can't imagine why. The instructions from the big boss said, don't hurt him, don't send him to a brothel.
Oh,
He's
man.
not old enough to drink.
Yeah.
Those were our only instructions we got. That's the instruction manual that we were handed with Big Peter.
Oh, wow. That's pretty much... and you want me to get my hands on him?
So now, are some people hypnotized better than others? I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every type of person can be hypnotized. And it's just a matter of the situation, the setting. Let me paint the picture for you. Let's say, your Uncle Frank is the crazy Uncle Frank at the family reunion. He puts a lampshade on his head. He'll do anything. But you take that same guy, put him in an environment. Let's say he's an attorney, and he's trying to make partner, and he's at the the law firm's Christmas party, but he's afraid of what he might say about the boss or the managing partner. So he obviously wouldn't respond as well to hypnosis in that certain situation. So social environments can control our behavior, as you can imagine.
really? So if you're out partying out on the town and at your show, say, then you're more apt to be...
Yeah,
I mean, if you're
in
in
Vegas, it's like, I would never volunteer for a show like this. Next thing you know, a couple of drinks, you're sitting in the audience, and your buddies go, come on, get up there, get up there. And next thing you know, you up on stage, and an hour and a half later, you have no idea what the heck's happened, and now you have memories of a lifetime. So.
Well, you know what's funny about it, too, is like Andy. We had Andy hypnotized a few years ago, and we told him he was Tom
Brokaw.
Brokaw.
Tom Brokaw.
And he was hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, man.
Andy was Tom Brokaw
I would have loved to have seen that.
for 20 minutes. I mean, it was a beautiful thing.
It was.
And the last time I was here, I hypnotized Salami. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
The St. Pauli girl was here.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Remember?
Yeah.
Salami was doing the news in Japanese.
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday. Salami, do you remember that?
Yes.
Now, people remember what
Not
happens.
much, but we have video that Doug shows me.
Yes, I believe it's on YouTube.
Well, some people. Do you remember what you do when you're hypnotized?
Some people do, some people do not, and there's no real rhyme or reason as to who responds that way. I believe it's sort of a preconceived idea. You have something in your mind, and a lot of times hypnotists will tell you, "Oh, you don't remember anything," and by the way, buy the DVD after the show. That's $40. That's an easy way to make money, I guess. I don't direct my participants on stage to remember or not remember. And it seems to be about 70% do remember what's happened.
Really?
And about 30% have no recollection of what happened whatsoever.
Well, it's like with Andy. He remembered. You remembered what was going on.
Yeah.
You just seem more focused on doing whatever it is.
They do a hell of a Brokaw.
Yeah.
And maybe he remembered and locked onto that idea
Yeah,
because,
it was just...
because of the fact that it was a moment of being a good broadcaster for a brief period of time.
Andy, you're a credible newsman.
Oh,
You're a credible newsman.
I can read.
Well, you've been in the other room with Big Peter now
Yes.
for a little while, and
That completely sounds inappropriate. But
Yeah.
I would like to not remember that comment.
let me phrase that.
Funny.
You've been working on Big Peter's head. You've been working on Big
Wow,
Peter's
Craig.
head for a little while.
Very difficult to get through.
How did he do?
Big Peter is very analytical.
No kidding.
He is very professor-minded. Truly would like to understand hypnosis as opposed to be the recipient of hypnosis.
Well, Peter told us that he go ahead, Peter.
What?
Tell us,
Get on the
Peter.
microphone.
Tell us, Peter.
Now, you have actually hypnotized some of your friends, you said.
Yeah, a couple of my friends.
You've hypnotized them.
Yes. I got a book on it. I got a book on it. I've been hypnotizing my friends while ago. I made one friend lose feeling in his legs. Made a
Really?
friend move his arm without even thinking about it.
Wow.
Made a friend forget the number 4.
Are clothes being worn while you're doing this?
Generally, yes.
Generally.
And what do you have to roll on the 12-sided dice before you have to?
Actually, it's a 20-sided die.
20-sided.
Well, a 20 to hit.
So it's not hard if he was to say you're an orc. You could be right there. You're in on it, man. You know.
Yeah, if he was an orc, he'd hypnotize.
Can we test it? See if it
Play the
took?
clock.
Did it take or no? Are you?
Oh, absolutely, positively not.
Really?
I could
You know,
not.
I can't understand that, Mark, because basically he'll do anything we tell him to. I don't know why he won't do anything you'll tell him to.
You know, I mean, I'm good at what I do, but you know, levitating an arm levitation or a cardboard sword levitation or something like that is just not. You know, I mean, not responding as.
You have been outwitted. You've been outwitted by
Yes,
Big Peter?
Yes, I was. Yeah, Jedi mind trick.